Howdy folks, so as I sat here and sipped my Woman of War cocktail, I decided that I wanted to tell you a little bit more about this Elevated cocktail shaker. I have not gotten a sponsorship for them. I paid for this. I just feel so strongly about it that I wanted to tell you about it. And hopefully maybe you'll like it too. Elevated cocktail, if you see this and you'd like me to be an ambassador, I'm all ears, you know where to find me. All right, so let's start off with the different parts. So it's gonna be a little wet because I literally just made this cocktail in it. And this is a really good cocktail, so I highly suggest you check it out. But it comes in 3 different pieces, and each piece you can screw on so that way it doesn't leak. As you can see, each little piece has the gasket in it to make sure that it doesn't leak. I think that those things are called, kind of to make sure that it has like a really good seal. The top part has a strainer in it if you'd like to strain it. It being your cocktail. Sorry, there's water dripping down. They have ounces and milliliters on the inside. So what I've found this to be helpful for is if you're making a cocktail but you don't want to measure one off, as long as you can add the fractions in your head, you can make the cocktail technically at the top of this and then dump it in here. It's a nice big size so that you can make batch cocktails. Say for instance, if your friends love for you to make cocktails and maybe you end up being the cocktail person all night and having to come back and repeatedly make cocktails, you can make several cocktails in this and then have folks come back and serve themselves, especially because this is also isolated, or insulated, excuse me, not isolated. I also lost track. I should also mention this here, another rubber gasket here to make sure that you have that good seal. This thing will keep things cold in it for up to 24 hours. I kind of thought it was bullshit, so I tested it, and yes, like the ice did melt some, but 24 hours later, it was still cold, and so that says a lot about the quality of this. Another thing that I like about it is the fact that it is insulated. You all know when I usually make my cocktails, I grab the shaker and then I wrap a towel around it so that my hands don't get cold while I shake it. This thing, that doesn't happen. Chunk it full of ice, shake, shake, shake. My hands stay room temperature. I absolutely love it. And yeah, so that's the long and short of it. I never thought that I would be willing to pay $70 for a cocktail shaker, and no leaks. So these things really work. Like, I was a little bit annoyed that I had to screw it on at first, but absolutely no leaks whatsoever. And so it's all worth it to me. It's actually even beautiful enough that I think that obviously everybody's style varies, but you know, it's not like atrocious. I could see this sitting on a bar, looking kind of sleek, looking kind of nice. So I like that it's also physically attractive. You can put it in the dishwasher as well. They don't advise it just because, like normal things, dishwasher is going to wear it a little bit more than if you hand wash it. So I always hand wash mine. But so many good qualities of this. It also has a 750 milliliter capacity. Amazing. So I say all this to say, I'm going to link this. If you are willing to try to spend $70 on this, I can almost guarantee that you will not regret it. Especially also, not only if you're somebody that makes cocktails at gatherings for your friends, but I often also go to my friends' homes and make cocktails for them. So there have been times where I've forgotten my jigger or something like that. This is nice that it's basically all in one. Of course, you need your ingredients, but you know, I wouldn't bring my cocktail shaker but then forget my jigger or something like that. I really love this thing. So if you get a chance, give it a try. I hope that the rest of your evening goes well. And thank you for tuning in. Cheers, folks.